comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Allan Bell, the AB3, on the Connor Happer Show on 1620 The Zone.
All right, we're joined now on the 42 Degrees of Source hotline by our good friend from the AB3 driving the line, Allan Bell. AB, hello. How are you?
Fantastic, sir. We doing okay?
Oh, yeah, we're doing good. Okay, so Josh, tell Allan about the chips that you ate yesterday.
Oh, Allan, I tried a new bag of chips. Saw them at the gas station. It had the word new on the bag, so I had to pick them up.
Yep.
There you go. Thank you. I knew you'd agree. Doritos Baja Fiery Mango.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Here's how we're going to do it. So first, all right, let's look at it like recruiting. That's like our level. 1 star to 5 star. What star do you give?
That's good.
I would go 3 stars. A little too mango-y for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask, right? Because you've got, the spice going, but then the mango, which is good, but you only need like a very minor touch.
Right.
Like, I could see where, like, if they go too much mango, could be a problem. Yeah.
So Josh is doing this thing where he's just, he does this anyway with his normal life where he'll, like he said, if it says new on it and they think that somebody will buy it, like Josh is the exact person that they're marketing
That's
these
the
things
marketing
to.
audience.
Yeah. And so I went into his office today and lo and behold, there's a package of Sour Patch Kids Oreos. Thoughts on that idea?
All right. So I haven't had those, but I do enjoy both. All right. So, okay. So is it Oreo, like the texture? Is it an Oreo or is it a Sour Patch Kid?
It's a cookie and the filling is Sour Patch Kid flavored.
Okay. I'm actually with that. Like, I found that the Oreos, like the flavorings, you could go a lot of ways with it.
Really?
What did you think? Did you like it?
I don't think he's done it yet.
I haven't done it.
I'm a little concerned about this whole entire thing. I don't know that I don't know that I like it.
It's a wild thought, right? Like it's like going to, hey, we're going to go recruit 9 kickers. You know what I mean? Like, either it's really going to work out or it's a disaster. But I'm going to be honest, I've never had a bad Oreo flavor. Like, I feel like they know what they're doing. They know their program. And they're like, just trust us. Like, this is going to work out.
Yeah.
So, I need to know.
I think we'll get the review out after the show. That's for sure. We'll make sure you're aware of it. But they can have misses too, and sometimes you miss. I don't know that we'll see what happens on this one, but I certainly don't have high hopes for it.
We're gonna have to wait and see. This could be a transfer portal snack here very soon.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a 3-star that was
great bit.
Had a lot of hopes coming in that they could be developed, but it just never came to fruition. So they're off to.
Our linebacker just didn't work out.
Yeah,
for some reason it just didn't happen.
They gotta go play at Arkansas State now. Sorry. Shout out to Arkansas State. All right, AB, what's going on? I've seen you, and a lot of people in the betting community are talking about just the shenanigans that are going on with the sports books right now as it pertains to maybe when they post lines. I mean, you guys have been really deep into the college baseball thing now. Like, what's going on over here?
Yeah. So what's going on is that, number one, obviously, like, it's a niche sport. I get it, right? Like, you either all in on college baseball or you don't watch it, right? So it's not like the NFL. They, the books don't put a lot of, really effort into it. But what they're doing now is they're getting hammered, number one, okay? So when you have, like, today, okay, Tuesday, there's a lot of games, right? So you have 100 games. Now they'll drop you maybe 15 random games, okay? And they only give you the money line. And then now they're starting to just give us, like, totals and run lines 17 minutes before like first pitch. 17 minutes. It's like, dude, give me a break here. Like, and again, not to hammer at the books, but it's like, you have every advantage possible. Like, come on, dude.
Right.
Give us a break.
Well,
here,
and I also think there is, I think on a grander scale, not just the college baseball world, there's a lot of people who are now getting into this for the first time. And they're like, yeah, I mean, I was gonna pick a winner, so here I'm gonna pick my winner, but then they're minus 150 when they're really it should be somewhere around 130 or 120 or something like that. Just little dimes, dollars and cents here and there. And I feel like there's probably some taking advantage of from the sports books of like, hey, these guys are new, they don't really know what they're looking at, so let's try and steal a dime or two. And that's, I mean, it feels like that's happening, and people are talking about it in that community.
Oh, huge. I mean, that's what they're doing. And like minus 150 to keep going, right? Like, you got like Vanderbilt is playing Louisville today. Louisville's a good baseball team, all right? Vanderbilt's like minus 275. So you know what I mean? Like what do you want me to do with this, right? Like, so
it's a baseball game.
Yeah, it's like, come on, dude. Like, it's out of control, man. And I'll tell you, I get it because sportsbooks are a business. You got to protect yourself.
That's what. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
There's going to be a book that understands that's like, okay, we could do this and turn this around to be a positive for us. Like, that's what I'm trying to get. And hopefully a sportsbook will do that.
Yeah, that's what I appreciate about you guys. Like it's at the end of the day, what you're trying to do, it's not just about like, hey, here's my plays and this is the whole thing, but like it's also here's what goes into it. We want the people, the listeners of the show or the people who consume this, whatever it is, to be informed more than anything so they can not only know, what to do and where to look, but also what it means when they put a sports bet in. Like that's the next step, I think, to the evolution of like sports betting in America.
Completely agree. Absolutely agree. Because, every day there are so many new sports bettors. Like this industry, you guys know, is massive and it's been there for a while. Right. And like teaching people how to do it properly. And look, that doesn't mean that, when we say teaching, like that somebody has to be brand new. People teach me every day. Like I'll see other, I'll watch other shows, listen to other, podcasts, whatever, and they'll break something down like, hey, this is why I bet Major League Baseball team totals. It's like, dude, I never thought about that. You know what I mean? Like the mindset of that. So like the learning process for sure. Biggest part of it, Jeff.
Did you get busy on the Kentucky Derby this weekend? How'd that turn out?
I did. All right. So luckily, I hit on the like place and show, and it was not me. It was somebody, with our brand that knew what they were doing. I did not have Mystic Dan whatsoever. So I was lucky to get 2 and 3, but I didn't get the winner. I didn't see that coming. What about you?
So like I was sitting at a place. I mean, I'm at my wife's parents' house, and it's in Nebraska, and you can't sports bet on your phone in Nebraska. And so Mike Tirico's telling, Allan, it's a thing. It's a bad thing. Now the sports betting thing is coming along. We're getting to the places where you could actually go to the casinos and bet now. But there's really specific rules, and the mobile part did not pass.
Tom Osborne's a powerful man, Allan.
We are not in good shape here, Allan.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm glad you told me that. I'm going to research that. Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's wild.
So but you can always horse bet. So Mike Tirico's telling me about the Twin Spires thing. And so I hop on there and I just, threw a couple things down, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Once again, uninformed sports bettor. But I just so happened to put a couple bones on Mystic Dan. So I got lucky. And that was my win of the weekend.
Dude, that's huge, man. Well done on that one. And side note, like, I don't know how you guys feel. Like, I'm a Tirico guy. Like,
I am too.
Like Tirico. Yeah, he's good, man. Like, when you see that Tirico's on the call, you're like, all right, we're in good hands. I trust it.
No doubt about it. Yeah, so that was I turned out well on that one, and nice. by a snout, by a nose, I didn't.
What odds were it? What did you get?
It was, gosh, I could pull it out of my phone real quick.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but I mean, it was obviously double digits,
I think it was 15, I want to say.
Yeah, nice, dude. That's awesome, man. Congrats.
Yeah, it felt nice. Thank you. I should have tweeted at you and said, cash it. That's what I was doing. Okay, and then last night in the NBA, first of all, I was discussing this earlier. This is outside of sports betting. How do you feel about the Knicks being like I proudly proclaimed earlier that the Knicks are kind of America's team. I feel like everybody is rooting for the Knicks right now. I'm on board with this train. What about you?
Yeah, I am too, right? And look, I'm normally like anti the New York teams. Like, it gets annoying. But I'm with you. I like the Knicks team. Now, you bring up an interesting point of like, the America's team, right? Like, I feel like it's 50-50. You're either like a Knicks guy or like a Timberwolves guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what is most fun. In Denver, this could be danger zone for game 3. Like, a sweep now is very real. But I'm with you, man. Like the Knicks, dude. Like, and especially the comeback they made last night. Like, it felt all the way to the fourth quarter. Like, dude, the Knicks gonna blow it. They can't do it, and then they just took over, man. Like they're fun. I'm with you.
No, I think the Nuggets are definitely danger zone is a good way to describe it. I don't think they're winning that series. Just that the Timberwolves have turned into this like blood in the water team that they're actually horrifying right now.
Oh, God, yeah. And I mean, look, they did it without one of their best players last night on the road. Like, that place in game 3 going back to Minnesota is going to be rowdy. You know what I mean? Like, like, this could be bad. Like, I think now we're just on, like, Jokic brothers watch. Like, they're going to fight somebody. Like, that's going to happen.
They better – honestly, I'd welcome it if – I'm a Nuggets fan. I'd welcome it if they got some – they got some fangs to them here in the last – couple games, however long this series go. Like, come on, let's wake up.
Like a manager getting ejected.
Yeah. I might get out there, Allan, and just get run on purpose just to see if it could spark somebody.
Oh, I mean, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, you're a Nuggets guy. Like, it feels like it's just like a dead like locker room. Like, what has happened?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't explain it. They haven't met this much resistance in a while. Is the best way I could. And they certainly were not. I'm going to blame the Lakers on this one because they were not prepared coming off of the Lakers series for what the Timberwolves were going to throw at them. So I'm gonna once again use this as an opportunity to hate on the Lakers and say, hey, come on, give them a better look. Then they would have been more prepared for the series. But no, the Lakers had to roll over and die.
Of course, you know what? I'm with you on that. We are blaming the Lakers. That is the issue here.
Yep.
100%.
That's what I'm going for. What do we like? Any midweek baseball that you're interested in? Like it's starting to heat up. All of a sudden, we're going to be talking about how we can get AB up here for the College World Series again in a couple weeks. What do we like, either whether it's a college baseball slate or beyond?
Yeah, okay. So, number one, that is happening, regardless if Tennessee makes it or not. But that is happening because now my boss is a really good guy. I'm a big fan of him. Oh, yeah, that's me. Somebody's not free now from doing it. All right, so that's happening. Number two, so we only have 2 weekends left, really, of the regular season. Then it gets conference play, regionals, etc. So you got to be careful with the money line. That's why I'm playing totals here. And you're going to see teams not want to use their bullpens because these last weekend series are so important. East Carolina is on an absolute tear. They're playing Duke tonight. That's going to be a hell of a game. I like East Carolina there. And then, man, look for totals. If you can find Mercer games, I know that sounds crazy. Mercer and Wright State. DC's hit overs all the time. Same thing with Illinois. They're crazy. They always hit over.
I like it. There we go. There's some stuff. That's what you guys are doing over at Driving the Line. Just inform people.
It is, man. But yeah, dude, East Carolina tonight, man.
All right. Once again, get your bosses in order, whoever that may be, and say you're just I'm taking a couple of days. We can come up here and do shows or whatever you want to do, but just come up here for a couple of days and see Omaha in June, take a couple Jello shots, and then drive back home.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's happening. I cannot wait. And yeah, I'll be right there with you guys.
All right, AB. Talk to you later.
I appreciate it, bud.
Allan Bell of the AB3 and Driving the Line. I almost said it again. Driving the Line. That's what I like about Allan. It's informing people. He's all across the board. And you know what Allan is? He's a listener. Right? So I tell him, hey, look, we don't have the app thing going on in Nebraska right now. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna look into that a little bit. Hey, I think he said last night on Twitter, he's like, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna go over and look at somebody else's podcast and just flood them with likes and views and stuff like that today.
Wow.
That's what AB's all about. It's about the good of the game.
I like that.
He's good vibes all the way around. And he definitely has takes on food. So
Yeah.
that's another reason we have to get him up here for the World Series.
There is a treasure trove of content that we could do with Allan Bell.
Indeed. Coming back, we'll get to the odd news. Stay tuned because we'll talk about Nebraska's schedule and how people are starting to realize that it's not that hard, and further convincing themselves that Nebraska could win many more football games this year. By the way, how do I look? How's the light?
I actually think it looks as good as it has ever looked right now.
Okay.
I know that it's up pretty high.
So I'm sweating. And now I have a headache.
Yeah.
Because I have this light on the brightest it can get.
You'll look great.
I am in physical pain. And I don't want to go through this every day.
You will get
so
used to it.
I'm sad that I have set this standard to where this actually is the best version of how we look, because I do not like this at all. I like it like ideally I like it like this.
You see, now your hat is creating a shadow over your eyes, and
This feels a lot better though.
that might be a good compromise right there with the hat
Okay.
up at that weird angle.
Or I could turn it down to here.
We could also like prep better and like use makeup and things like that.
Yeah,
the
Charles says on YouTube, Connor could use some powder.
show. Yeah, I don't know how committed we want to be to the television show.
I will not be wearing makeup on this show.
I mean,
Have you ever been in a situation where you've done like a TV deal and they try to put makeup on you?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Did you accept the makeup?
I accepted the makeup, but it looked like there was a powdery, cakey substance on my face.
I have done a couple TV deals and
You said no?
I just
Who the hell do you think you are?
I just think like, you know,
None for me. I know better, Mr. TV person.
You want the real me. I'm not tan. I don't have a golden hue to my face.
You do not.
If I'm hot and sweaty, I want you to know that I'm hot and sweaty. I want
Warts
you to
and all, baby.
I want you to know where I'm coming from. Or if I show up on that gambling show in Vegas at 5:30 in the morning, coming off of the White Castle incident, like I'm gonna have my coffee with me and I'm gonna be wearing sunglasses. That happened.
No, I think that's a way a person in the Vegas morning should look.
Yeah.
Like that's
Even if early, Josh.
Even
It
if
was
that's not
early.
what you're actually doing, like that's a great bit. Is sunglasses and a coffee.
Yeah,
in
because
your hand.
it invites the first question from the people on the show, which is,
What'd you do last night?
"How's your night last night?"
You get
And
after it.
So I dropped a bottle of beer at White Castle and told a little kid I hated him.
Respect it.
I respect it, but I also respect the workers at White Castle.
Mhm.
All right, come back. Odd News is next on 1620 The Zone.
Remember, no matter how you listen, it's still AM radio. 1620 The Zone.